guys.
Hey, kiddo! How you doing?
Good. Go
Hey,
downstairs
let's
and
make
get
some
your
sense.
so he can
You
see.
girls can make a sandwich out of it. Oh, here comes my wife.
Hello, Nana. He got out. He got out. He's 13. Actually, 13.
How are you, bud? Can't complain.
John's not too far. John's about to
Yes, sir.
she's not talking to Sarah.
Waiting for the captains to go their way. Some last minute things downstairs, I think.
Nothing.
Before we get going, I just want to say, hosting a sports awards and having to speak is 10 times more stressful for me than trying to win a state championship. Bear with me. Get enough to eat. Oh, there he is. We can get started. All right, we ready?
He's right there. There it is.
All ready? Okay, those of you who don't know me, Coach Clary, longtime coach of the wrestling team here. Coach Austin, longtime assistant of mine, and Coach Daniel, one of my former captains, state champs, captain at Roger Williams University, and has come back to coach with us this year. Welcome him back. I'd like to welcome everyone to the awards tonight. I'd like to start by thanking some people. I'm sure I will miss some. Coach Daniel, Coach Como, Coach Austin, especially Daniel and Coach Austin, Coach Como for working with the younger kids, taking them to the sub-varsity tournament. It's always a long, stressful day. We appreciate that. Superintendent Mrs. Welch just fed us. Principal Parsons, Athletic Director, again, Mr. Austin. School Board for providing the opportunity for our students. John Bruley, our trainer, for trying to keep us healthy. Mr. and Mrs. Mall, they just do too much to mention. John Scott and Kim Davis for taking pictures of us, unbelievable. Every year, we just love that. Custodial staff for putting up with us. We're very messy upstairs. We try to clean up after ourselves, but we don't always give it all. And then all the parents who help us out all year and support us. Plymouth Invitational, coming to all our meets, just in so many different ways. Sarah Sanborn, thank you for the senior posters. And I'd like to give a shout out to John Wayne and Janice Como for being our #1 fan. Their son, or their youngest son, was an 8th grader, or a freshman, I'm sorry, when I was a senior, and he and I have been involved in the sport together for a long time, from wrestlers in high school, all the way to coaching his sons, and he also coached with us, and he's not here tonight, correct? He would be up here with us. But I'm very thankful to have him part of our coaching staff. Here we come. Team highlights, I'll be quick. Very proud of this team, as I am every year, regardless of the results. But the team highlights, we were 18 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. The 2 losses were one to the Division I champion Salem, and the other one to Division I #3 Concord. We had a 13-0 Division III record to extend our divisional win streak to 46 dual meets in a row, which dates back to February 6th, 2019, when we lost to Bo. I believe my oldest son up there was on that team. He probably remembers that day really well. But that's a nice win streak, which started the day after that meet, and congratulations on that. Tournament placings, 2nd at the 11-team Conval tournament, 7th at the 33-team Noble tournament, one of 2 teams from New Hampshire at that tournament. 2nd at the Essex tournament out of 24 teams. We always wrestled well up there. There were teams from Maine, New York, and New Hampshire, although we were the only team from New Hampshire. For some reason, we like going up there. We're going to continue to do that. We were runner-up at our own tournament, Plymouth Invitational. I don't know who decided to invite Natick, Massachusetts. We were runner-up to them. Shout out to the Crane, Mr. Crane, Natick alumni. And of course, we were Division III champions, state of New Hampshire for the 4th year in a row, our first 4P. Congratulations. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Austin, but before I do, I would like to read to you some criteria. We're going to do the letters together here. I'd like to read you the criteria for receiving a varsity letter. To receive a varsity letter, you must have wrestled in at least 10 varsity matches. A lot of these wrestlers, even though they weren't one of the 14 members of the varsity, got to go to varsity matches and may receive a varsity letter. To receive a varsity letter, you must have wrestled in at least 10 varsity matches or represented PRHS at the NHIAA State Championship, either girls or boys. Okay? So now Coach Austin will start with the JV letters. Okay. Give you a fist bump.
All right, when we call you up, just come on up here. Cam, you're going to be first. I want to give you the directions. You can stay right there for 1 second. All right, so JV wrestling is probably the most difficult of all JV sports. You're going to come to practice every day knowing there's somebody there better than you that you have to wrestle with. It's not like you're going to stand on the sideline with your buddies and watch the varsity do their thing. You're going to get in there and probably get beat up a little bit by somebody who's tougher than you. So if you're a JV wrestler and you make the season, congratulations just on that. So first, we had 106 pounds. 106 is a hard weight to fill. This year we got lucky. We had a couple kids in that weight. They shared some time in the varsity lineup by getting his first JV award at 106, Cameron McCord. Next wrestler, also a freshman, wrestled at 113 this year. Since the season's ended, I've seen Blaine in the weight room almost every day, getting stronger. Looking forward to good things from him. 113, Blaine Hilton. Next, 126 pounds. This wrestler, she comes to practice every day, works hard. I know sometimes she doesn't really love what we're doing, but she's pushing herself and pushes through it best she can. Hopefully next year we can get her into the girls' meet of champions. 126 pounds, Niana Herring. Next wrestler, receiving a JV letter, wrestled at 138 pounds. You can always count on this guy to go in there and give it his all. Even when he's dead tired, he just keeps pushing. It's one of the hardest things to do in our sport, but he's got the ability to do it. 138 pounds. Cowboy, Austin Pappalardo. We have a freshman, came in, had some middle school experience, but unfortunately was stuck behind one of our better senior captains. Wrestled at 145 pounds. We're looking forward to the future years for Mike Aprilliano. Next up, 160 pounds. He's a sophomore. This kid from his freshman year until this year has improved immensely. If he continues on that pace, we're looking forward to some good things from him. Another guy who's in the weight room a lot. He's gotten a little stronger and a little thinner over the year. 160 pounds, Alex Fleury.
So let you know, we're looking for a 220 next year, so. You guys start eating some more prime rib.
All right. So I guess Alex is 152 after all. Next wrestler is also 152, I believe. He's going to be the last of the Ciotti brothers that comes through Plymouth High School. I had a great run with these guys. We're looking to get the same type of effort and results out of Dominic. So Dominic Ciotti. Quit pizza and they lost a lot of weight. All right, next. As you can see, we have a bit of a log jam in our middle weight, so a lot of these guys battle each other every day in the room. Another kid who's been there every day, he's a sophomore. We're hoping to have him break into the varsity lineup next year. 160 pounds, Drake Totman. Next up, another one in the 160-pound weight class. Beginning of the year, he had an ankle injury, so that slowed him down a bit at the beginning, but once that healed up, he kept showing up every day. Another one I've seen in the weight room lately, lifting and getting stronger. So we're looking forward to good things from him. At 160, Cooper Mack. All right, last JV award, 195 pounds. Freshman, first year wrestler. Came out, worked every day, worked out with our heavyweight, and unfortunately, he's stuck behind Emmett Nussman, who you'll hear about in a little bit. It's tough to be behind one of those better kids like I spoke about, but at 195, John Como. Okay, again, I just want to say congratulations to all the wrestlers. 4-peat for the first time. But in school history is something special. You'll always be able to come see those numbers on the banner. So congratulations to everybody. I'm now going to turn it back to Coach Cleary. I'm going to give out the varsity awards. Thank you.
Very good intro. First year, did I have these last year?
Yeah.
Second year. We all run into each other. Probably the 5th year. Okay, varsity letters. I'm going to start with the freshmen and finish with the captains. And pretty much it's in alphabetical order. Okay? I'm going to give you a name first. Don't come up until I finish. Okay? Theron Dupree had a record of 15, a freshman had a record of 15-12 as a freshman at 106 pounds. He was 4th in the Conval Invitational, which was his first wrestling competition of any kind in his career. He was 4th at the Division III state tournament, scoring valuable place points for the team. In the placement round, they call that the blood round, you have to win to place. He beat an athlete from Raymond who had beaten him twice during the season. I will appreciate that and always remember that. First varsity letter for Theron Dupuy. Yeah, you're right. You gotta remind me of that. I always say I'm gonna do the manager's pay. Should I? We say I'm going to do Lucy and Gary first. Do them out. Okay. Next freshman, Tegan Hershey. Wrestled in 6 varsity matches. Improved a lot throughout the year. Also made history by competing in the first NHIAA Girls Meet of Champions tournament. Congratulations, Tegan, on your first varsity letter. Some schools were not allowed to talk about weight. Also at 129 pounds, at the varsity meet, Anthony Torres. 20 pounds. 120 pounds. Did I say 29? 120 pounds. With a record of 18-7. 4th at the Conval Invitational in his first high school tournament. 3rd at the Winnisquam tournament. 4th at the Plymouth Invitational. And 3rd at the D3 States, beating the number 3, 4, and 5 seed in the tournament. Tony wins, not only because he's good, but because he thinks he can. Keep it up, Tony. Nice work. Something some of you guys can learn. Power of the mind. Ben Valenti has made a name for himself. A record of 26-16 at 160 pounds as a freshman. He won 4 matches at his first high school tournament up in Noble. He was sick and could not go to Conval. Placed 4th at the Essex tournament. 4th at the Plymouth Invitational. I could say one of the most successful seasons for a 160-pound varsity freshman that I can remember. Great future for Ben. Can't wait to see how good he can get. First varsity lad. Supposed to do the managers first. I'm going to do them now between the freshman and sophomore. I told you it was going to get interesting. Oh, we do? Oh yeah, Brad Reedy. How could I forget? Brad's the man. I got Brad here, that's why you're here. Brad Reedy, a present surprise showed up here from Maryland just before the season was going to start, right at the beginning of the season, and said he was interested in wrestling. And lo and behold, he could fill a weight class that we had filled in years, heavyweight. And he came out and he did a great job. Having a heavyweight was extremely helpful in the dual meet competition. He was an extremely hard worker. He did everything. I don't know if he'd ever done anything like that, but he did everything. Every sprint, every push-up, everything that we did. And he ended up with a 16-12 record. I will never forget his pin against one of our former students, Avery. And went back to Pinkerton. You laugh, but whoever was going to win that meet, if you guys were there, Pinkerton, one of the top teams in Division I, was going to win the meet. And we're in Division III. We haven't beat Pinkerton in a long time. And old Avery, who knew all of us, couldn't wait to beat our guy. But we knew our guy was in shape. We knew Avery was in shape. Brown. we told him he already knew he was going to wear him down. Well, that's what he did, and then he pinned him. It was like winning the Olympics or something. Congratulations. First class of the Okay, the next two is probably not correct for me to do it this way, but I can't help it because I called them Lucy, Lou, and Gabby too. I'm managers, so. And they both do the same thing, and they both do an equally great job for us. I just want to appreciate, we're losing Gabby, she's a senior. Lucy hopefully will come back and find another Gabby, but I just...
There's no replacing me.
You got that right. I just want to let you know, seriously though, without screwing around, how we do screw around a lot.
Yeah.
How much I appreciate you having you there to keep the team score, to keep us straight, to make sure, although we did forget the tripod a couple of times.
It was once.
Make sure that you know, you're taking care of the things that need to be taken care of. The scorebook is number one. But we've taken care of you this year. I even bought flowers because I know how much Lucy likes flowers. They got you a nice gift. Gabby's getting her second letter, and Lucy is getting her third letter, I believe. Come on up, please. Okay, sophomores. Start with Robbie Phipps. Robbie went from a record of 9-8 as a freshman to 27-9 as a sophomore. Placed in one tournament last year, I believe. This year placed in 4. Third at the Conval, third at the Essex, third at the Plymouth Invitational, and second at the Division III states. Anybody who's watched Robbie wrestle know he's a tough, hard-nosed competitor who does not quit. Should have two successful years 2 more successful years if he improves as much as he did this last year. Look out. Second varsity letter for Robbie Phipps. 113 pounds. Be bigger next year. You're welcome. Next 126 pounder, Haley Demers. A varsity record against the boys was 3-7. She competed. I missed Alex Shaw. She competed in the NHIAA Girls Meet of Champions, and at this event, she became the first ever 126-pound female state champion in the state of New Hampshire, going 2-0 with 2 pins. Round of applause for that. We're proud of her and her accomplishments. You can come up and her history-making performance will never be forgotten and forever be part of Plymouth Regional High School history. First varsity letter for Haley Demers. Next wrestler, Alex Ruff, a record of 15-13. Did not place in any tournaments this year, however, he was instrumental in our dual meet competitions. Helped us win a lot. He has the potential to be a great wrestler. I've got a plan. Next year, I'm going to require that his brother Nate comes to all our meets because Alex seems to be undefeated when big brother Nate is in attendance. Second varsity letter for Alex Ruff. Okay, Luke Diamond, 29-16, 4th at the Conval, 6th at the Essex, 2nd at the Plymouth Invitational, and 1st at the Division III State Championship. You follow that progression, just got better and better as the year went on, resulting in him being the 126-pound Division III State Champion out of the 4 seed. Also, very competitive at the Meet of Champions. A quote from last year's Wrestling Wars by me, quote, "Good athlete with a good work ethic is going to be the recipe for success for Luke in the future." Well, Luke, I think the future is here. Congratulations, second varsity award. Okay, next, Sebastian Sargent, record of 5-7. Was not varsity most of the year, filled in for our captain Gianni Ciotti, who went down for an injury, and did the best he could on short notice. He was 4th at the Winnisquam tournament. He's a hard-working fan favorite who'll do a lot of wrestling this offseason, I know, to improve. Congratulations on your first varsity win. Okay, Eli Crane, varsity record of 9-7. Like Coach said, some of these middle guys here are stuck behind some seniors. Eli was one of them. He was 3rd, however, at the Winnisquam tournament, 4th at the Plymouth Invitational, and 3rd at the sub-varsity states. Another hard-nosed competitor with a high wrestling IQ. We're going to be counting on him a lot next year. I'll tell you that. My opinion is that he would have started for most teams in the state of New Hampshire this year. First varsity letter for Eli Crane. Guy's been hitting the weight room too. Nolan Galvin, varsity record of 12-6. Second at the Conval tournament, which was his first varsity tournament, made the finals. A fill-in for Andrew Como, who was sick. Fourth at the Winnisquam tournament. Second at sub-varsity states. Nolan's got a good motor. He has the ability to win matches in the third period. We love that. He's also a good athlete who really turned the corner this year and beat some really good kids. We're looking forward to see what he can do next year. First varsity letter for Nolan Galvin. Grant Winhart, varsity record of 15-17. Was our entry at 152 pounds in the state meet. Was fourth at the Conval, third at sub-varsity states. Filled in for Cole Ahern, who came down with flu at the end of the season. Although he wrestled varsity, Grant, all throughout the season. Grant is an athlete who will do whatever you ask him to do, to the best of his ability. You say you want to go on a run, Grant probably win the run. You ask him to wrestle the best wrestler on the other team, up 2 weights, Grant's first one to raise his hand. He has a great work ethic, and he's willing to put in the extra work to be the best that he can be. He will, in my opinion, certainly improve on his 15-win season next season. First varsity letter for Grant Winhart. Tristan Partridge, varsity record of 9-6. First 3 words that come to mind: fast, strong, and tough. Definitely a piece of the puzzle to the future of the success of this program. My opinion is that he needs to learn to wrestle with a little more finesse and combine that with his strength and power. And I think if he does that, he can really become a beast. First varsity letter for Tristan Partridge. Last sophomore. Guess who it is? Emmett Nossaman. Emmett had a record of 42-6. Most victories on the team. Second at the Conval Invitational, fourth at the Noble Invitational, first at the Essex Junction Vermont Tournament, first at the Concord Tournament, first at the Plymouth Invitational, second at the Division III meet to the number 3 guy at New England's, number 3rd guy in New England's. Second at the All-State Meet of Champions, and 2-2 at New England's, making top 12, and this close, right down, this close to making the semifinals. Losing a takedown with 3 seconds left in the match. But New England's was outstanding. Arguably, the best sophomore in the entire state, regardless of any weight class. Going to need his leadership skills next year, as we have no juniors on our team, in order for this team to be successful. Second letter for Emmett Nossaman. Okay, seniors, I'm gonna do the captains last. I'm in order before that. First guy, Jacob Heath. A record of 23-10 at 138 pounds. Not bad, seeing how I didn't even know if he'd be in the lineup with the talent that we had down there. Had an outstanding season. 4th at the Essex tournament, 3rd at the Plymouth Invitational, 3rd at the D3 states, beating some really good kids. He's a hard worker, tough as nails competitor. He reminds me of one of my favorite sayings. Some of you younger kids aren't going to understand this, but when I think of Jake, he reminds me of the saying. He shows up with his lunch pail every day. In other words, he's ready to go to work. And he'll stay late if he has to. And that's a compliment, Jake. The other thing I like about Jake, when you wrestle Jake, you can ask any of these guys on the team, it's a battle for every second. And I love that about him. He's there to battle. One more quote from last year at the awards. When I was speaking of Jake, I said next year will be his year, and that it was. 3rd award for Jake Heath. I'm glad I didn't have to wrestle. Cole Ahern. Varsity record of 15-10. 2nd at the Winnisquam tournament. Another wrestler who will do whatever you tell him to do. Put the team first. He was the ultimate team player. Often would wrestle up a weight, cut down a weight, go up 2 weights. He always had a knack for winning. He was going to fill in again up a weight or 2, so he didn't disrupt the lower weights. He had a tough case of the flu that he couldn't shake for a couple of weeks at the end of the season, and that ended his career. But he certainly had a good one. I will never forget his move he created. We called it the tree baler. Guys who buy Christmas trees from his stand, you'll see what I know what I mean. This is the 3rd award for Cole Ahern. He's going to pick you up, tip you upside down, and stuff you into the bill. So you're upside down and landing on your head. Alex Lewis, a record of 15-6. 3-year wrestler, didn't start till he was a sophomore, but he's varsity all 3 years. Held down the upper weights for us, which is tough to do. We don't have a lot of big guys to wrestle with. Unfortunately, he did not place in any tournaments this year. However, he was instrumental in a lot of the league wins. He has just started, I believe, his senior track season, which is probably his best sport, and I want to wish him the best of luck this spring. But 3rd award for Alex Lewis. I just want to say before we get started with the seniors that this group of freshmen was from the get-go one of the best groups we had. I knew it from the beginning. At one point in time we had 8 freshmen starting when they were freshmen, and we won the state championship that year. We've lost a few, and we couldn't put them all in the lineup and put it together all the time. But this is certainly going to go down as one of the, if not the best class that we've had, and it's very difficult to see you go. And Haley does this because maybe the sophomore class might beat you. Because you guys look pretty good too. So don't trust me. All right, first one. I'm going to try to hold it together on this one. As long as they don't talk about his injury, I'll be all set. Gianni Ciotti, 23-5, second at Conval, fourth at Noble, second at Essex. Season got cut short, had a tragic injury to his hand. Was able to finish the match and won. Johnny is wrestling's equivalent to baseball's five-tool player. In baseball, it's hits, power, run, field, and throw. In my world of wrestling, it's great competitor, worker, leader, wrestler, and friend to his teammates. Gianni has been the heart of our team for 4 years, and we will miss him. He leaves with a career record of 72-28, also cut short on the COVID year. Two-time D3 place winner and one-time champion. And again, that's a season without COVID for all of these guys when I do their career records. And for Gianni, missing half the senior year. He did come on and become an assistant coach for us too. He was at practice every day, right all the way through the end to New England. That's just how Gianni is. So fourth award for Gianni Ciotti. Okay, next, Andrew Como, the record of 32-12. One of the last of the Comos for a while, I think. Not sure, but I think. First at the Plymouth Invitational, third at the Division III, fought off an illness for a long time at the beginning of the year, did his best wrestling towards the end of the season. Third place in Division III state, in arguably, not arguably, the toughest weight. He was competitive all day at the Meet of Champions as well, with a 2-2 record again at one of the toughest weights. I'd say he adds to the Como legacy with a career record of 76-34, missing his COVID year. He's a two-time finalist and a three-time state place winner. I believe, three-time state place winner. I was going to say finals all 3 years, but he was third this year. Fourth award for Andrew Como. Hang with me, we're almost there. Okay, so these by weight. Matt Cleary, record of 41-7, 1 win behind Emmett. Second most wins on the team. Painful. You can wrestle Joe when we go. If you beat him, we'll give you credit. Good luck. Second at Conval. Second at Conval. Fourth at Noble. Second at Essex. Fourth at Essex. Second at Essex. First at Plymouth. Let me start again. I got my typing screwed up here. Matt Cleary, second at Conval. Fourth at Noble. Second at Essex. Somehow a fourth slipped in there. First at Plymouth. First at Concord. First at D3. Second at All-State Meet of Champions. 2-2 at New England's top 12 with Emmett. Both of them very competitive. Solid wrestler with consistent results. Has lost only 1 dual meet in the last 3 years. You know what one that is. Great pinner. I got to tell you, I'm going to miss having a Cleary on our team. It's been a good 7-year run, and we probably won't see one of those again. Career record of 90-26. 3-time Division III placer, 2-time finalist, 1-time champ. Also went 8-0 in duels sophomore year during the COVID year. Fourth award for Matt Cleary. One year, my son Joe, I forgot to announce him at all. Look at that. He's the best wrestler. I didn't even announce him. I'm like, good night. Like your son. I'm like, oh, shoot, I forgot. Good. Okay, last. Caden Sanborn. A record of 39-9, just behind Emmett and Matt. Second at the Conval. Third at Noble. Second at Essex. Second at Plymouth Invitational. First at the D3 States. Fourth in the State Open, went down for an injury, probably could have placed third. Maybe the best leader on our team, outstanding leader, all sports. Just love his leadership. Crafty wrestler who loves to win. He just finds a way. One more quote from last year's award. I quote, will not be surprised next year when he reaches his first tournament final championship. Well, he made it to the finals of 4 tournaments, and I am not surprised. A record of 71-29, 2-time Division III place winner, again, Division III 182-pound state champion, and his 4th award, Caden Sanborn. Okay, this has kept me up at night, the Barassa Award, because I want to give everybody an award, and talked to my wife about it, I've talked to Mr. Austin about it, I've talked to everybody about it, except for the kids. And again, it's a tough one, but in the end, Coach Austin and I talked it out, and I just can't see it any other way. The Barassa Award is given for leadership, determination, sportsmanship, and excellence in the sport of wrestling. Seniors will be given priority. It's in the right from the Barassa Award given to me by the legend Chuck Lennigan. I already read this about keeping me up at night. This year, for the first time, our Barassa Award will go to our 4 senior captains. Gianni Ciardi, Andrew Como, Matthew Clary, and Caden Sanborn. Mr. Welch, our superintendent's husband, made us these beautiful plates in case they want to eat it.
I'm ready for
On
all.
the plate. Captains, the last thing, captains. We vote on captains here. I do not pick the captains. One of the things we do decide on is how many captains we vote for. We voted for 3 captains. Guys, we finish, please. We voted for 3 captains, and 2 wrestlers got the majority of the votes. 10 other wrestlers split votes. So for this year, maybe not next year, but for this year, we are going with a vote for 2 captains. And this year's captains will be Emmett Nosserman and Luke Diamond. Next year we will re-vote, and everybody will have a chance again, and we will see how the vote goes next year. Thank you for coming. I'm sure that the seniors have something. No juniors on this team. So if we do well next year, hold on. Make sure I get pictures of you guys.
All right. All right, first we want to thank a few people, not just our coaches. We want to thank all the parents, but we have some amazing people in this room. First, we want to thank Kim Davis. She has her camera out right now. Fantastic pictures. she's not here tonight, but we do have a fantastic bus driver. Her name is Robin Patterson. She drives us to all of our meets. She sits in the gym for 8 hours with us. She's fantastic. This is a bleacher seat, so her back doesn't get hurt after an 8-hour gym day for the next 3 years. So we want to thank her.
Alright, so sitting right over there is my dad, Mr. Paul Ciotti. I'd like to recognize him and the team for not only, but this year and the past couple years, for recording almost all of our matches on his camcorder, staying up hours of nights, just editing the videos, putting our names on there, taking countless hours out of his day and his night just to get it all ready for us. We can't thank him enough for it.
I knew I'd forget somebody. Lots of taping for us right there.
Right. Up next, we got my dad, Mr. Coach Cleary. Every year he comes in, he's so excited for the new season, see what he can do with us. I've never seen him not have hope for our team, and every year he's brought us right to the end, competing for a state championship. And in our case, we've won every time, so thank you.
Alright, next award, one of my favorites, Mr. Coach Todd Austin. He's coming through as much as he can be. It's awesome, he's a great coach, one of the funnier guys I know my entire life. See you, Coach.
This one's for Mr. Como, Coach Como. He's not here, but he's been wrestling his whole life. He's been coaching since Christopher. Very long time. He is missed today, but I don't know what he's doing.
Lastly, we have Coach Daniel, who came this year to help us. I know Joe Daniel personally pretty well. I had a great time in Florida with him last year. I'm going to have a great time again this year. He's a great guy. We love him. Thank you, Coach Daniel. And then Coach Austin already got his, but Coach Clear. They love to wear their Crocs to school every day. So we got them some wrestling gibbets for their Crocs.
Thank you for coming. I'd like to stay for some pictures. That would be great. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you next year. See this. Don't take it off. Find a place for a picture.
Team picture.
Hey, let's get one quick team picture of you. Okay, go out of the way. Team picture. Good one?
Yeah, picture.
State champions, baby.
That it?
Homo, I can't see you up there. Stop ducking down.
Seniors, gentlemen, seniors, stay up.
Work, guys.
Good. Captains.
I'm good. I'm Keelan. Nice to meet you. It's
Okay. Captains, how about you?
Yeah, of course you want to take a picture.
Alright, Katie! Three, to get him up. At least he's not calling you, saying to you what he said to
How do you eat? 10 minutes and get home and eat. Oh, Jesus.
Thank you.
What are you guys doing, sir? You think I'm not gonna include this?